Hey guys, so recently there's been a lot of talk about how the coronavirus is going to affect property prices. Many people think that there's going to be an economic recession because of the outbreak and therefore property prices are going to fall. Here are just my thoughts. Now, I very much prefer to look at past trends instead of speculate when it comes to trying to predict or time the property market. Now, let's look at what happened when the SARS occurred back in 2003. Looking at the graph, we see that in general, property prices actually had a huge spike during the SARS period in 2003 onwards. So just based on this curve alone, it's actually a really good telltale sign of what can possibly happen during this period where there is the coronavirus outbreak. Secondly, it's a good idea to look at the behavior and the actions that are being taken by the developers at the moment. So right now, because of the coronavirus outbreak, developers are taking great precautions when it comes to show flat visits. So for some show flats, for example, they're not allowing walk-ins to just pop by the show flat as and when they want. And each day can have only a maximum number of appointments for viewing. We also look at the ABSD and QC extension charges that developers have to pay if they're not able to sell all their units within a specific amount of time. So this means that within 5 years of the contract purchase date for developers, if they don't manage to sell off their units or all of their units, then they'll have to pay a penalty or a fine. So if they have 5 years to wait, it's actually quite a long period of time. And so looking at these factors, we can tell they're not in a rush to offload their units, and therefore they are able to wait until the market gets much better and there's a good recovery for them to increase prices even further. The last thing to look at is actually also the supply versus demand in the current market. Right now, there seems to be an oversupply of new launch units in the market. But this is great for all buyers because it means that prices will remain low and competitive in order for developers to ensure they meet the 30% of sales transactions in order to obtain their construction loans. Within the next 4 to 5 years, we can see that the number of new launch units is going to fall because there are going to be less and less new launches coming up this year. This can only mean that prices will increase, and the question is, are you going to wait until that happens for you to enter the market? So looking at these factors and putting them together, do you still think that the coronavirus outbreak is going to cause property prices to fall or increase? If you are looking to purchase any new launch property in the next 1, 2 or even 3 years, then I really highly recommend that you take a look at what's available now. Do reach out to me so that I can present to you in 1 hour the current market trends of yesterday, today and tomorrow, and we can work out what is going to be the best decision for you. If you'd like to know more, do drop by my website at roxannechiarealty.com, or you can also reach out to me on my mobile. You have my number.